Midwest, home sweet home in good old Indiana. Place of small towns, cozy families gathered together, and fields of corn and rustic woods. But, like any town, there is a dark underbelly that often goes unnoted. We are part of that darkness. We lurk in the shadows to bring you the best in horror, metal, and stories of the grotesque. This is Blood in the Cornfields.
All right, welcome in, cellar dwellers. As always, I am Mark.
I'm Ivy.
And we are Blood in the Cornfields. Excited for another episode.
We are.
We've been cranking them out.
Interview heavy, but it's good.
Yes.
It's cool stuff. And this is technically a film review as well. So you got both.
It's all related.
Yeah.
It's all related.
Yeah.
Well, as we kind of said, so we do have a guest here with us, actually in person.
Yes.
We haven't had one of those in a minute.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind introducing yourself to everyone, a little introduction for you.
Yeah.
Yes, go right ahead. I see the apprehension on your face. I love it.
Hi, I'm Heather Moriarty. I was a production designer in film from 98 to about 2003.
Sweet.
And
So cool.
Did a lot of low budget.
I remember those years. You may not.
Okay, so 98 would have been 3.
That's so great. That's so great. I think
2003, my sister would have just been born.
98, I was a junior, I believe.
Oh,
Guys.
sorry. I'm the only baby in the room. It's all good. Besides my son upstairs.
So from 98, you said to 2008?
2003. About
2003, okay.
Yeah. Did a lot of low budget stuff, but it was pretty fun. That's kind of how you paid your dues.
Yeah.
In the beginning, to crank out a film in 6 days.
That's we know a lot of those directors.
Yeah,
we really do.
We just, Ryan Kelly, one day. That's all he had for Running Oz. And I'm like, whoa. And it looks that good. It's like a 7-8 minute short, but
wow.
whoa, okay.
Yeah.
That was really professionally well done for one day.
Yeah. And it's interesting, the story on why you're actually sitting in this chair is because of my loud ass mouth. So we're at Lang Lab, and I don't even think you were there.
I wasn't there yet.
I don't know who I was talking to.
This whole,
oh, it's you.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there being my loud ass self at the merch table.
Yeah.
And I was describing to someone the DVD that I showed you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if she showed you yet or not. But I was describing the Puppet Master Killjoy split. It's a little old, so it only had the 3 Killjoys. There's been 6, which I cannot believe.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I was quite shocked. But I was talking to someone, and then I hear this voice from 10 feet away. Like, did someone say Killjoy? And I was like, yeah. And then
my sister.
Yep.
Yeah,
and then
That's so cool.
yeah, and then it sparked up the conversation, which was kind of crazy, and we'll get into that more. But that's kind of how this came about. Was I talk insanely loud, and sometimes people hear me.
Yes. Nobody ever would have known.
Yeah.
No.
Had it not been for that conversation.
Right.
because I would not have said anything.
Absolutely. And so, I mean, and it's obviously we're going to talk about the movie Killjoy because that's our, common denominator.
Yes.
It's not a movie that really gets talked about a lot.
No, it doesn't.
It's
That's the
definitely
weird
not
thing.
mainstream. Definitely underground. It's a full moon feature.
Oh.
Yeah. But so that's what I was describing. It's the Puppet Master and then the Killjoy 3-pack.
Puppet Master.
Yep, it's all on. It's not one disc. It's multiple discs in there. It's one of the ones where they're all stacked on each other. It's not even the ones that are like back to back.
Right.
Yeah.
They're just
Where it's like
smashed.
it's like the old days. Flip it over and it's movie 2. So
those.
yeah, they're all stacked on top of each other. I looked at it when I was kind of doing that. So we are gonna talk about
Yep.
Killjoy because obviously that's how we know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so cool because we made that connection once I walked in. I'm like, Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's you.
From Everett's Bakery.
Yeah.
Everett's Treatery.
Yes.
Treatery. And, oh, my God, guys. Lang Lab, go there. They're also opening a new location.
Yeah.
In Walkerton.
Wasn't sure if I was allowed to say that yet.
No.
Sure.
But,
We can edit it out. Don't worry about it.
We're allowed to.
I know we're allowed
Just
to.
give us permission.
But I'm saying, just say it all.
Yeah.
Let it all out.
So, yeah. God, best fucking gluten-free and dairy-free cookies, brownies, anything you can make, cake that I've ever had in my life. It is so good. Guys, even if you don't like gluten-free stuff, which you're dumb, it's basically the same thing. There's a little bit of a texture, I guess, you know.
But now, it used to not. Gluten-free used to be atrocious.
It used to be pretty
100%.
tough.
Yeah,
I had like a gluten-free pizza like 6 years ago. It was pretty terrible. I might as well just been eating dirty socks.
Yeah,
Like,
and cardboard.
It was pretty terrible.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely come a long way for sure. I remember when I was a kid, my parents got me started on gluten-free diet because I was diagnosed with a borderline celiac. I wasn't quite there yet. And so they just took me all on gluten-free, and I'm like, oh, this was a rough journey, but it eventually got there. Udi's kind of led the way, and then all of a sudden, here we are.
Yep. It really has come a long way. So a lot of people don't even know it's gluten-free. They just go there to eat. And
So is all of it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see,
awesome.
I did not know. I've not ordered anything from y'all, but I've been to Lang Lab several times. I usually will eat like before I do events because I don't eat past 7 and blah blah blah, all that stuff.
and you never know what's going to be there either.
Exactly. So I don't roll the dice. That's why I haven't ate there. It's not, because I haven't tried it. But I had no clue. I had no clue all the stuff was gluten free.
Yeah. Yep.
Sweet. That's cool. And I was thinking of it the other day.
Yeah.
We got to get back on the updates track.
Oh, yeah.
Not right now because we're not prepared.
Well, we kind of are. I mean, we're going to do the updates on the events, but not the other stuff. We'll eventually get back to that. So don't worry, guys. We will. But as far as current events, of course, with the 25th, we got the Distress Dolls show coming up. Please come. Get your VIP passes if you can. We'll be leaving some goodies in there.
Yes. It sounds like they're... I didn't read like deep into it. Maybe one of you two can correct me or confirm me. It sounds like there's a couple people coming from like out of state for this.
There are, I think, either 2 or 3 that are coming from out of state. You're gonna make me look.
That's cool. I thought I saw like one from Chicago and something else maybe.
Yeah, I know one of them. Shares a name very close to mine, and I love it. I think her name's Black Ivy, and I'm like, girl. Yeah, I'm like, I like that. She's from Indianapolis. Okay, it looks like she's got a Kasha look to her, and I like that. We all love a little bit of Lestant. And then who else do we have that's from elsewhere?
It's gonna be at Lang Lab.
Zaza Gahor from Portland, Oregon.
Oregon. Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm actually not going to be Bigfoot doing tarot cards for this.
I'm surprised.
I know.
No, I think that's it.
Because I think that was the night. I think I was Bigfoot.
Yes.
Doing tarot cards where people weren't coming to me, so the Bigfoot came to them. Yep.
Yep. I think it's just those 2. So, yeah, that'll be cool, though. They always bring... I think the last show that we went to, my husband and I, it was a creature show. Like, they did creatures.
Cryptids.
Yes, cryptids.
It's a cryptid show.
And
it was great.
They had someone come from out of town that was... it was like a... not trio, but there was like a group of dancers. And they did this awesome, like, tanuki dance. And I was just like, oh... This is cool. I love this so much.
Yeah,
I don't even know what tanuki is, but it sounds great.
It's like a raccoon with balls from Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
a mythical spirit.
Oh, so it's not a real thing?
No.
I don't think
cryptids. They were cryptids.
Oh, yeah. Duh. Sorry, I heard that.
Tanuki's real.
Well, I was to say if it was a cryptid show, it shouldn't be.
I don't know. I don't know if it's like based off of a real animal.
Could be.
That like has like a little tie to it, like there's fox spirits. I don't know.
Well,
correct us in the comments, Luke, because I know.
Yeah.
Or if you guys want to correct us in the comments, that's fine.
Who knows?
Somebody look it up.
Yeah.
Yes. Someone be resourcul. All right. Well.
But yeah, so like we'll be there, and that'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too. I am too. Anytime to kind of get out. So.
And it's gonna be crazy because we also got an awesome Halloween special episode for you guys with none other than the Linus O'Brien, the son of Riff Raff.
which was cool. I loved doing that episode because you guys were like starstruck. They were. I had to literally say, we had Natasha salad. I literally had to tell her, like, stop, I got this. And then I finished the question.
Mr. Linus.
Right?
I literally had to tell her, stop, I got this, and bail her out.
Yeah. We met him at the Riverbend Film Festival.
Wow.
So that was really cool to actually see the documentary, A Strange Journey, which has been making its rounds right now.
100% Rotten Tomatoes.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Perfect score right now.
Oh, it's such a, all of us aside, like us aside from interviewing them, the Riverbend, all that sort of stuff. If I just sit down and watch the documentary, like, I'm not huge in Rocky Horror. Seen it a couple times, but I'm not like, hey, go to it and all that sort of stuff. But I understand its significance. So I understand the weight that it carries. But watching this just added like more to that. So it was more in depth. And like, for example, I didn't know his dad wrote basically all the songs. And a matter of fact, like wrote Time Warp in 30 minutes.
Wow.
Like, just,
Wow.
and it's like, and I even asked him like, how does that feel to know that your father wrote some of like the most popular songs in like, in the world, I mean, those are some of the most recognizable songs. Like Time Warp and is one of the most recognizable songs out there. It's just crazy to think like.
I mean, I think I know that whole movie by heart.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We used to do it. They would show it when I was in high school at the movie theaters.
That's
Our
cool.
theater group would go.
Yeah.
And
Would you be shadow cast?
I was Columbia.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
Yeah,
Sweet.
it was fun. Did that for a few years.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Then they took it out of theaters like toward the late 80s. Places it got less and less and less, and before it was gone by the mid 90s.
And it's the longest running
That's crazy.
movie consecutively or congruently, however you want to say it, like ever. I think like ever. It's crazy.
I think that's lacking in the world today. I think we need that. I feel like it was such a, bringing together of people, almost like going to a concert. Everybody at the concert is there for that purpose.
Yeah.
And it's have fun, listen to music. They like the band. They don't like the band. They just like music. Or they're just, but everybody's there for the same thing.
Yeah.
And same thing with Rocky Horror. I think it brought people together, even if you didn't want to participate and you just wanted to be there to watch the movie, to see everybody else, toast and, get up on stage
Do
and
weird
do
stuff. Yeah.
It was there just to, enjoy.
Yeah.
We just don't have enough of that anymore.
Yeah.
I think.
See, I have dreams of renting out a theater and packing it with people that just my imaginary people, but doing a Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 quote along where everyone's quoting the movie while watching it. Like I have like wet dreams of this. Like I absolutely would fucking love
Texas
that.
Chainsaw Massacre. That needs to be a dinner theater.
Well, it's 2.
Yeah.
It's
I could
2.
see that.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 because that Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1's not quotable. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, you better believe it.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's lovely.
It is my all-time favorite fucking movie. I could talk about it for years, like literally years.
Well, one last promotion, I guess, to kind of tie things up because it leads into this conversation is Goshen Art House is going to be showing the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh,
Yes.
So they will have props. I don't know if they're doing a shadow cast. There was talks about trying to get a shadow cast for the 50th anniversary, but you can buy your tickets to go ahead and see it at the Goshen Theater.
Yeah. So the Art House is putting it on, but it's at the Goshen Theater.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the first year my husband, and we talked about this in the Halloween episode, but the first year my husband and I went together, we weren't even dating yet, but I went to see it with a shadow cast, and that was like the coolest thing I'd ever seen in my life. Too cool.
Amazing. It's a pretty neat experience. It really is. And I think it gives people that are a little shy or they don't want to be out in the world, but it gives them an opportunity to kind of just play with a different kind of character.
It gives them something to identify with.
Yes.
It gives them something to like make tangible. Like that's mine. Like that's me. Like I appreciate that. It's
and whether it's a weekly thing, a monthly thing, or whatever, I think that it gives them, kind of that outlet.
Absolutely.
Some people. Not everybody's creative. Not everybody's sports minded. Not everybody. And I think having events like that regularly, kind of, people that kind of outlet that.
Absolutely.
And the other cool part of it too that I recognize, and this is I'm going to say this, but it's not in a negative way because I'm in this. I would say you're in this. I don't know you well enough to categorize you in it, but it was a movie for the losers. It was a movie for the weirdos, for the people that didn't fit in, for the people that were slightly abnormal or irregular or whatever society may categorize you at. Like this was their rallying call because it was like not anything really that was out there. I mean, it just, as a film, like if you were to show this movie to aliens, I think they would be like, what the hell? Yeah. But it gave those people, on the outskirts of what's considered normal, like a commonality to bond on. And that's what's really fucking cool about movies like that. But specifically, that one is probably one of the strongest, in my opinion, that's ever been made.
We've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's come close.
I can't even think of anything.
The only thing I could think of is like fucking The Room. Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
They did a Rocky Horror thing where you throw spoons at but it doesn't compare.
No.
There's nothing. We haven't seen anything like it.
Nothing compares. Oh, sorry.
God, he burst out into song.
Nothing.
Rocky Horror will do that to you.
Yeah. Just had to. That's that Sinead O'Connor. I had to throw some Sinead O'Connor in there.
That for
When's the last time we've done that?
It's been a while. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah. Speaking of Sinead O'Connor, we got some questions.
We did.
Okay.
We got some great questions.
Okay, Mark.
My segues are brilliant.
Wow.
They are. Cue that chainsaw, Luke. You already told us a little bit about yourself, but we said a little bit off air, so I'm sorry to make you repeat yourself, but how did you get involved with this film anyway? And also, let's back up a little bit.
Yeah, because what
the fuck is Killjoy about?
Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Wow. Yeah, they really cut a bit of that out, didn't they? I think it goes from, them getting bullied to him having this book. And
And so I guess kind of along with that, because we did kind of like just rip the Band-Aid off, and obviously you were associated with the movie Killjoy, and that's how we kind of got onto this. So before you kind of get too far into that, let everybody know how you were associated with Killjoy. What did you do? That sort of thing, and then we'll
go in.
We'll throw that back there because I think some people might be wondering like what specifically you did with the movie.
That's fair. I was a production designer. On
cool.
It. It was definitely an experience.
I love the pause together. Like, how do I say this?
It was an experience. A 6-day experience, actually.
The movie was only shot in 6 days?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, let's give the movie justice, but I'm not shocked.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm not shocked either, but still, it's like,
Yeah.
But also, like, this is a Charles Band movie, so, he's known for Puppet Master, he's known for Cellar Dweller, he's known for Ghoulies, he's done all this other stuff. He's like Roger Corman, he wants to pump these things out as soon as quick.
Well, and, and that's the thing about that is that he really has mastered the art of whether it's 6 days, 3 days, 5 days, whatever. He has really mastered the technique on how to get a cohesive film together from start to finish in such a short amount of time. I mean, I don't know about the, procuring a script and all that. I'm sure that takes a little bit more time. But from shooting to finished, not necessarily edited, but just getting it in the can.
6 days. Any full length feature film, 6 days, that's impressive.
That is.
I mean, I'm not even sure I could get everyone to agree in 6 days.
Right.
You know, I'm not sure I could even get them to agree on crafts. I know, like, you know, the food, you don't like vote on it, but I probably couldn't.
Food?
No. Well, normally,
Said on
they didn't have craft services.
Oh. If we did, I don't remember.
Okay, all right. Well, you know,
It's been 20. Oh God.
Let's say the movie.
my God.
The movie said release 2000.
2000, yeah.
Oh my God.
That's when I graduated.
25.
I graduated high school.
I was 5 years old.
I actually graduated, believe it or not, listeners. I actually graduated.
Yeah, it was 25 years ago. So if okay, I will say that I, as production designer, I was there 2 days before filming started, prepping the interior. And I guess we were lucky because we shot at Lacey Street Studios, which is, I mean, depending on what you're filming, it's pretty damn near complete. For interior things. It was, I think Cagney and Lacey was shot there.
I can remember that, yeah.
That is, so you're looking at,
Excuse me.
you know, a decent, already existing building. So it has rooms, it has, you know, kind of cool brick exteriors and different kinds of neat interiors and stuff. Having said that, though, for a fantasy horror film?
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, it wasn't
an
really,
accurate
you know, a
description.
lot of work had to be done to make it feel like especially the inside of the ice cream truck, you know, where it was like that weird kind of fun house feel to it. That's why I was there early building.
Where each character gets dropped in like a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Because they're all like, they're all like kneeling.
They stand and like superhero pose.
Yeah. Terminator. You know,
Terminator.
At least you have clothes on.
Yeah.
True.
That's for sure.
The film is predominantly African American and black cast, and that's awesome. Like that's great. You don't see that.
It's
often,
not. It's not the most popular thing. Yeah.
It was Craig Ross Jr., the director of it. He was a good friend of a DP friend of mine.
Oh, okay, cool.
And that's kind of how I got the job. But he was very adamant that, you know, when he came into his own, he wanted to help other people come into their own, you know, the African Americans, because they were poorly represented in that time. And so every movie he did helped kind of bring, you know, the young actors.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking of like People Under the Stairs and Candyman were like around that time, and you know.
And I heard one reviewer once that compared Killjoy to like it's poor man's Candyman, and I'm like, okay, I kind of agree with that, but it also feels like a response to Candyman. It's like, yes, we can do it too. And I think that's so cool. That's so neat. I did look up. There's not much tidbits on Killjoy, so consider this an awesome, like, for you to be here, this is awesome because now more Killjoy fans, for however many there are out there, now have a little bit more of a source, you know, to hear from.
For at least the first one.
Yeah.
At least the first one. I was really shocked when I found out there were more.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. Craig Ross Jr., I know that he did, I think his first film was like Cappuccino, that really kind of put him on the map.
Yep.
He did a lot of other movies that kind of have varying degrees of film quality.
Yeah.
But he still tries to keep it honed in on his roots.
Yes.
And that's so cool to see.
It is.
Did it say he did an NCIS?
Yes. He did work on Cold Case and NCIS and a couple other episodes. So that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
But you got involved because you knew he was a friend of a friend.
Yes.
That is so cool.
That's pretty much how it works out there. You gotta, you know, people, you work with somebody on one thing and then you kind of click or whatever, and then they keep you in mind for the next thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then it just kind of snowballs from there.
It's kind of like the Rob Zombie effect.
Yeah.
Very similar. Yeah. Because he's got, you know, all the same people.
He's got his people.
Yeah.
Same with Tim Burton
And
does
that's
too.
exactly
No, that's true,
That's exactly how it goes.
Yeah.
You know, if you notice that actors and stuff that do movies together all the time, that's why. Because that director or that producer, likes their chemistry, likes what they're about, and keeps them from film to film.
Yeah.
To film, you know? Yep. Yeah. And that's kind of how it works in all levels of film. I mean, I'm speaking from a couple of decades ago.
Sure.
I'm a little far removed from how it works now.
I can only imagine how different it might be. Yeah.
Right. No kidding.
Yeah.
It changed a lot. You know, because my husband was in the industry up until then, and then we decided it was time to
good time to exit. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good time to just bow out and move on to something else, which was Everett. So
that's so
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I do want to talk about that transition real briefly. So you mentioned that you, when you were in high school, you did a lot of theater production. Is that right?
Yeah.
So you went to theater production, and then were you in I apologize if I'm making you repeat yourself, but did you live in California?
Not at the time. Not my first go around in college. My parents were in the Navy. I'm from San Francisco.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we moved around a lot. And so after high school and my mid-20s, I made it back to California in my mid-20s.
Okay. So that's cool.
Sweet.
For a while. But yeah, then I went to college again in California, but for art.
Okay.
Theater, so.
That's cool. That's really neat. I like that. And then how did you get into bakery and like baking?
Okay. Well, about 15 years ago, I was diagnosed with celiac. And I used to cook a lot for my family because actually during my film career, I was actually worked in a lot of restaurants too.
Oh, okay.
Imagine that. Funny thing. Somebody in Hollywood has to work in a restaurant. That's me. But, you know, worked for all different kinds of restaurants, all different kinds of people. And I really love to cook. I learned a lot there. And so I cooked a lot for my family. When I was diagnosed, it really kind of made me, I really had to rethink my entire life at that point because so much of our life revolves around food.
Sure.
So it took me about 2 years to kind of figure out my new place and, you know, kind of a new normal and everything. And so I just, year after year, I just learned how to make this. I learned how to make that. I learned how to substitute things. And I studied a lot on, you know, because I used to make bread and cookies and cakes and, you know, everything. And it took me about 10 years to really make a good baked product that tasted good.
Wow.
And so, and I would just, and then by that time, of course, my son had gone off to college and, you know, I had no kids left in the house.
Yeah.
You know, so I just focused mainly on the bread and stuff. I'd gotten the cookies and stuff down.
Yeah.
Bread was the one sticking point. It just, nothing I did tasted good. And no recipes out there. We didn't have, you know, a lot to choose from. And then, well, when COVID happened, you know, my husband and I found out we had a lot of time at home. Being in California, everything was really kind of shut down for longer than the rest of the thing. So we just, well, the year before we had gone to Europe to see what
how they did it.
How they did it, what their bread tastes like. And I mean, you know, Paris. I mean, they make the best bread in the world. So,
not to mention Europe is so much different with their bread. Like here, literally, they consider like our usual buns for Subway cakes.
I was just gonna.
Yeah, they do. There's so much sugar in the bread here in the States. Yeah. So when we came back, then COVID hit. So we had a lot of time at home to experiment, and you know, so we just kept on, you know, practicing and failures and all that. And I got with my sister. Oh, in 2021, we were kind of helping my brother get his food truck started, and he just, you know, he wouldn't listen to us. We didn't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, so finally a year later, my sister and I looked at each other. We're like, well, why don't we just do one? Why don't we just start a food truck? And she's like, well, what are we going to make? I'm like, what do I know how to make the best of? Breads, cakes, cookies. You know, so we started out as a mobile coffee shop, bakery, you know, a food truck in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So
wow.
That's kind of how that, and then we moved everything to South Bend, and
I'll say somehow you got here.
We did. We did. Well, our kids moved here for work, and we came to visit them a couple of times, and just really kind of fell in love with the place.
Sure.
Oh, definitely.
You know, I felt like it kind of has the vibe where, of all the things I liked about LA, without all the things I hated about LA.
Sure.
So it was kind of nice. I fell in love with Lang Lab and, you know, some of the other places, the like Spirited, that is an amazing cocktail bar.
Yeah.
I love the vibe of it. The Well is an amazing place to go.
We love them there.
It's
such good
awesome.
people.
I hate what happened over the weekend.
The door, yeah.
Yes. Hopefully it's just random.
I hope that's all it is.
Nothing malicious.
Yeah.
I hope it's just stupid kids being stupid.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so, too late for a short story, but
Yeah.
No, that's great. Thank you so much. Because I was just curious, like, how'd you get from this to this?
Yeah.
It's an awesome transition.
Yeah.
It's natural.
When I was no longer in the industry, we had a camera company and I helped my husband run that. So
Now, I do know, just briefly,
Sure.
and I'll let you ask
you're good.
question, because we had a whole dialogue. My son was sick, and I was watching Killjoy while he was sick.
That's right.
For this to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I found your name, and you went by Young.
Yes.
That was your last name then.
Yeah.
Heather Young. And then also you said, and I said, I'm at a scene where they're in a maze. And I did that. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, that maze. And there was graffiti spray paint on the walls. There was this purple skewed, like, picture frame fabric thing.
Yeah.
That was built on the loading docks at Lacey Street Studio.
Wow. I'm trying to picture. I'm like, whoa.
It was, there was, I think, like, air conditioning conduit that they ran through at one point. The big,
the
round.
Like the tunneling tubing or whatever. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And just graffiti. I mean, I think when I was there so long, spray paint, so much spray paint. I spray painted my son's name and graffiti on the wall. So
that's cool. A little hidden Easter egg.
Yeah,
right there.
Exactly.
That's cool.
That's cool. Yeah. So kind of tell us how exactly you got involved with Killjoy. So I know you had briefly kind of touched on it, but like go into a little bit more detail how this even came about,
Yeah, well, I had just finished, it was either Blink of an Eye or Throttle. I don't remember which. Okay, Blink of an Eye came first. It was probably Throttle.
Oh.
I think we shot that in the high desert up in Antelope Valley, which surprisingly we ended up moving to like 6 years later. It wasn't even on our radar because it was just such a small little town right outside of LA.
Yeah.
The DP I'd worked with on that one actually had said something about, hey, I got a, low budget thing a friend of mine has a low budget thing coming up. I don't think he worked on it, but he recommended me for it.
Okay.
Because if you're interested, here's the,
here's the information.
Yeah, exactly. The biggest question was, can you do this in 6 days? Is this something that you're capable of doing? Because I didn't have a lot of experience under my belt at the time.
Sure.
I had come out of theater with some set building experience, but doesn't quite translate to film.
Yeah, film is like, whereas, because I did theater for a little bit in high school, and I used to do set design. I never designed a set. They told me, go paint this wall, and I did it.
Right.
But yeah, like when you're doing theater, it's literally like, you're doing a set with either a couple pieces, moving pieces, or sometimes it's the same piece, but you flip it, whatever, you have room. And it's literally, you're just looking at one thing the whole time.
Right.
Whereas with a movie, you're everywhere. You got to make this place feel like it's alive and it's lived in. Yeah. So that's like when you see like Friends and shit like that. And it's like, how did they afford this large apartment? They can't. It's just they needed to film in it.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to have the space to do it, and you have to be able to let the cinematographer shoot wherever they want. You can't say, "Oh no, I'm sorry," but you only have up to here.
Yeah.
Unless they know they're going into that kind of setup.
Yeah.
So this maze had to be a maze that had to have removable walls too.
Oh, wow.
Because guess what? You have to get through the maze. You have to get dolly tracks if they want a dolly. You have to get the dolly itself. They got to get the camera down. They got to get 5 crew people in this space to shoot. And so having kept all that in mind, how do you make a maze that in just a day that can, do all those things? And I had some great support help. I had some great, they're not stagehands and film crew, construction
Okay.
Sure.
crew.
Get what you mean. Yeah.
So
Decorators and construction crew and stuff. With their help, we got walls that could come back.
Oh, that's cool.
Or move off to the side. And Lacey Street actually was a really great place for that too, because there was just so much room and there was already so much there.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go scavenge dumpsters and Goodwills and, St. Vincent, thrift stores,
right. No kidding.
Yeah. So, but to keep the eeriness of it, it really had a lot to do with the colors that the colors that were used.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that lent more toward the eeriness of it than the actual, things.
Yeah, definitely. Because there's the lighting and, different things that kind of make that.
Yeah.
How much did you know about the movie going into it? Or generally, as set design, how much are you cued into the movie? Do you even know what movie you're really kind of partaking in when you're at that stage?
Yeah, well, we do get the script.
Okay.
So
okay.
I may still have one at the house. I don't know how
That's
to look
cool.
and see if I actually still have it or not. So you'll either get a whole script on the before shooting, or you'll get little sides where it's condensed scenes or something.
Okay.
But typically, you get the script, you read through it, hopefully before the day you start shooting.
Yeah.
Because then you have to make notes on what you need here, what you need there, what prop you need here. I did have a prop master who was really great.
Oh, cool.
That really makes it so much better when the entire crew, is kind of on the same page and is working together. It's not just a, one-man show or anything. It really does take, we had probably about 15, it's been so long, but at least 15 people behind the scenes.
That's so cool.
Helping out and doing a great job to get this done in 6 days. Nobody wants to be working 20 hours a day. Especially it was the week of Easter too, I think. So
Whoa, really?
I think we finished wrapping Easter Day or something.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
wow.
crazy.
I just remember the day when we wrapped. It was probably morning. It was probably 3-4 o'clock in the morning or something. And, you have to break everything down, put everything up. And I remember crawling out of the bay door and the sun is up. And I'm just I felt like a mole ground because, you're there before the sun comes up. You leave when it's already dark outside.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen the sun in 5 days. And it was just, it was kind of a relief when we wrapped.
To be done. Yeah.
Yeah. And just to know that, okay, I'm going to have normal days from now on. Until the next one, but yeah.
That's cool.
That is. What was it like working with Angel Vargas?
Oh,
you have that cool picture of you with him.
Oh my gosh. He knew I was afraid of clowns.
Okay.
I was wondering.
Yeah, he knew I was afraid of clowns. And so it became his mission to...
As it should have been.
Get a picture of us together with me smiling.
Yeah.
And it took a minute. It did. Because I was every time.
Yeah.
Come here. So that particular picture, I don't even know who took the picture. Because, then we didn't have...
Yep.
No.
Exactly. You had your little Polaroid.
Yeah.
Film developing.
Yes.
Yep.
You could take a selfie with a point and click camera, but it was very difficult.
Yeah.
So I don't know who took the picture. I was sitting there and next thing I know, oh my God, I look and he's
right there.
Full makeup.
Yes. He had just gone on makeup and I was like, that was it. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna lean into this because this is my life right now.
Yeah.
So it was, that was a kind of a running.
I was gonna say he seems like he carries the movie.
Yeah.
His mannerisms, his voice, his laugh.
Go to hell. Been there, done that. Clown. A motherfucking clown? Got a problem with that?
He's got a great laugh. He really does have a great laugh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He really was all into that. He was very, that was laser focused on, on his character.
He's so good. I like his kind of high-pitched, squeaky voice. And God, what's that weird line that he says? Like, you have that thing about bloody pussy in October Blood, but he goes, that was some good pussy! Or something weird like that he says.
Yeah.
Or, give me a kiss!
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Made me think of Urkel.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, so like, just a brief synopsis of the movie. How would you describe the movie if you were describing it to somebody? What would you say the movie's about?
I would say, wow, I honestly haven't thought about this movie in like 20 years.
Then this is going to be great.
Yeah.
I would say, but surprisingly enough, it's like scenes are burned into my brain.
That's great.
So I would say it's kind of a, not really a redemption story.
I was going to say, like, you wouldn't say revenge per se.
But not necessarily revenge.
Yeah.
But more of a, if you want to get really philosophical
about
go for
it. Let's get philosophical about Killjoy.
Yeah.
Nobody's done this.
Nobody does this.
I feel like it was, it started out as him wanting to show, the bullies and stuff. You can't
kill
me. You can't get me. I'm going to, get you back. But I feel like it was ended up being more about him kind of fighting his own.
Mm-hmm. His own demons. Well, especially, we'll get into spoilers. Guys, watch the movie. And if you haven't watched the movie, it's okay. We'll get into that. But yeah, it's really good. It's available, I think, on Prime Video right now.
Yeah.
But if you have like physical copies, definitely watch it. Obviously, we always
or you can buy the Puppet
media.
Master Killjoy DVD.
Yeah,
where we can post the picture of it.
Absolutely.
The first
all the Puppet Masters. What are they? 12 of those?
I don't even remember
I think
now.
The last one was like The Last Reich or something silly like that.
Yeah.
But like, but yeah, basically, like, I love that, like, it begins kind of like a Chucky-esque thing, because he has a doll. He has a Killjoy doll that I don't know if he possesses or he makes it kind of like, hey, you need to help me out with
magic.
This. Yeah.
Yep.
And
without knowing what.
Yeah.
It's all about.
And he's like the main character, Steve Urkel. That's not his name, but the main character is literally he likes this girl, not Jade. It's the other girl. I'm trying to remember her name.
Oh gosh.
I could see her.
I can't remember names.
I'm gonna pull it up. Sorry,
but he and genuinely, she likes him back.
Yeah, 100. Jada.
She's reserved because of her situation, but she genuinely likes him back.
Yeah.
Jada and Monique. Those are the two.
Okay, yeah.
That's right.
And then, Jamal was the nerdy dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jamal.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like, he gets ruthlessly beaten up. It's like, what did he fucking do to you except for look at your girl a wrong way? And this is like, I love the names of the bad guys. It's like Lorenzo, who's, maybe he's a little bit Latino. I'm not sure. I'm not going to judge.
I don't know. Maybe.
His hair was...
Yeah. And then T-Bone and Baby Boy.
Yeah.
I love them. I love those names.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very... for the times.
For the time,
Yes, yeah.
It's very much a time capsule.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that could have been names on, you probably won't understand, but I'm sure you will. That could have been names on Breakin'. Like, that could have been character names on Breakin'. Like, with T-Bone and Ozone.
Yeah.
Like, I could say that and it probably would fit in perfectly. Sorry, youngsters, you probably have you have no fucking clue what we were talking about. When I think it's Turbo, when he fell down them steps.
Yeah.
Oh, as a little kid, I almost weeped. I almost weeped. You know what I'm talking about. Yes. And I love that. I'm pretty sure, we'll have to check the facts on this, but I believe the ending, when they have that little concert event, that's Ice-T's first appearance in a film.
Oh, you might be right.
He's at the very end rapping, and he is a very young Ice-T. I love Ice-T, by the way. Like, I love Ice-T. I've seen Body Count live. I got to play in the same bill as Body Count.
Oh, wow.
Milwaukee Metal Fest, a whole bunch of other bands.
Crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. It was pretty good. It was Dying Fetus, Strapping Young Lad. Oh, yeah.
Well,
but Body Count was the headliner.
Wow. That's amazing.
I love Ice-T. That dude's got charisma and stage presence. Like, out of all the bands and artists I've ever seen, Ice-T has the most it factor stage presence out of of any artist I've ever seen. But
Eminem?
I've never seen Eminem.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, I believe my facts are correct. We'll have to check ourselves after the episode.
Right.
I think it's Ice-T's. Yeah, I think it's Ice-T's first appearance in a film. But yeah, sorry, we got on an electric electric boogaloo, little sidekick there.
I think they were coming hot off that.
Absolutely.
I'll throw those out there. We gotta have an electric boogaloo reference
100%.
thrown in there.
Why don't we do this in every episode, Martin?
Hey, don't get me started, man. Shit, I can throw that. I've got a lot of it committed to memory, but I can. Oh, there's some good shit in it. You've never seen it, have you?
I've only seen the
Break-In.
The
first one, yeah.
Yeah, because also it was playing on a little VHS set at Ling Lab once. For the Beans show, and I was like,
I remember that.
I know what this is, and I've caught it once on TV before, and I'm like, I know what this is.
I remember that. That was great.
But yeah.
I don't even know where we go from that.
Basically, those guys get off. They get off in terrible ways by Killjoy after Jamal gets killed by them.
Yes.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, the girl and Monique and Jada and the other guy that she's now dating all get whisked away into Killjoy's world.
But before that, we have the obligatory shower scene.
Oh,
yes.
We got boobies.
Yes, we do. Yes. We have boobies several times.
Multiple times.
Bring that up only because...
Now I'm curious.
I love what you're going to say because...
It was actually a very traumatizing event in my career because...
Interesting.
The setup had to be done outside of the bathroom, obviously. We had to build one.
Sure.
So that way...
You could actually...
move around in it. So everybody wanted blood to come out of the shower head.
Okay.
And my prop master was like, "Oh, yeah,
we can do that.
We can do that."
Yeah,
that makes so much sense. Because I wondered, why the hell is this scene even in there? Yeah. I'm like, why is she just in the shower? And then they cut away and back in the shower and cut away and back in the shower. And I'm like, and my thought was, here comes the one and only nude scene. Yeah. That's why, because they're we got to have titties in here. So this is going to be it.
I'm sure that's why they kept it.
Yeah.
But that's not why they wanted it.
Oh, wow. Sure. They want her bathing in blood and then,
Yeah, pretty much.
Her reaction,
my prop master guy who was going to rig everything up assured me that it could happen.
Good to go.
Yeah. And, it didn't work.
Oh, no.
So we're scrambling going, okay, what do we do now?
Yeah.
This poor lady's nude. She's wet.
Yeah. So my idea then, I was like, okay, can we just make all the water in the
tub,
in the thing that we're siphoning it through, because we had to have it siphoned through the shower
makes
head,
sense,
because there was no real plumbing.
Yeah.
I said, let's just make the water red, and so it'll just be red. It'll be, well, that didn't work because it didn't register on camera. Blood has to be red.
Huh. I didn't know that.
To be red.
Sure.
That makes sense.
That's
why we have Giallo films that are just blood splatter. It's like...
yeah, exactly. So, we got the water red, but it didn't read as blood.
Oh.
So is the water actually red in what we see? We just can't see it?
Kind of.
Really? Okay.
Wow. Kind of.
I gotta rewatch it again. Not for the boobies, but for the blood.
Yeah.
We were like, what do we do? Can we fix this? Can we make it red in post? And they're like, yeah, I'm sure we can. Well.
No.
Oh, man.
That haunts me to this day.
Oh, man.
That really does. Yeah. And, it's like, well, what are you going to do? We have 6 days. What do
You can't linger on this one scene right now.
Exactly.
We got to keep going.
Exactly. So, so that was, I'm glad you guys brought that up because that was a tough one for me.
That sounds like a nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was. I just wanted to crawl in a hole and die. Really. I did.
Damn.
Yeah, it was. I'm like,
because correct me if I'm wrong. That all falls on you guys, right?
Yeah.
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 Oh.
Yep. And if it doesn't work, everybody's looking at you going, what's happening?
What's going on?
Yeah.
Exactly.
The script calls for this.
Yeah, and
sorry.
And time literally is money. Every minute waste is money down the drain in their eyes, and especially when Charlie Van's on set.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering, did you ever meet him?
Oh, yes, he was there that day.
The shower scene day?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Okay, so yeah, I get it.
Now we need to know.
Mel was there. Charlie Van was there. Gary Schmuller was there.
Oh my
The director was there.
Oh.
Everybody was there.
Wow. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just thought, I just was mulling over every decision I ever made in my life.
You're like, can I slip out the back door and have nobody know I'm gone?
Oh, man, I'm so sorry.
We were about halfway through shooting at that point. We were about 3, maybe 4 days into shooting at that point.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right smack in the middle.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, wow, okay. Yeah, so.
He wasn't mad at you, was he?
No, I mean.
He wasn't disappointed.
You know,
maybe disappointed. But not upset
not
with you.
No.
Did he seem like he's a nice guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just was curious. Was that the only time you met him?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa,
That's
It's a long time. Yeah, I know, right? But seemed like a pretty okay guy. You know, just I don't know, just regular. I mean, nothing. Like, it wasn't really intense. He wasn't really. Like, you know how you picture producers and stuff on set, like
being really mean
and pointing at things and yelling at people and stuff. And no, he just, he was sitting down, he was watching. We were all standing around after the fiasco, and they asked, what could we have done different? Mm-hmm. Because I feel like one thing, in Charlie Van's productions, I feel like if something doesn't turn out right, I feel like they figure out a way to do it the next time. Yeah. I feel like they use those.
They learn from that experience.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And either rewrite it or figure out what to do to make it work.
Yeah.
Okay. And the nice thing, though, with digital film now, because we were still with film.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very different process and very different, constraints. Digital now, you can do so much more now. But for the time, I feel like that's kind of how he rolled with that. It's like he saw something that wasn't very successful, not for lack of effort, mind you.
Yeah.
But just the whole way that it had to be shot, it just wasn't conducive to the image that they were looking for.
Yeah. And being back in 2000, which that makes sense because he was still like, he was in his career. I don't remember exactly when his career started, but still like, he was by no means at the end of his career and seen that, done that, everything. Yeah. So I'm sure he was, chalking that up to learning experiences and being a good director, producer, everything, taking notes and being like, all right, hey, this failed, but like, what can I do next time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
I think we kind of alluded to this, but we'll see for sure. Did you work on any of the Killjoy sequels? Nope. Okay. And so since you haven't, what other films have you worked on?
Oh, I did, Blink and I was the first film I did. And that was shot in and around LA in 98. 98, I think.
That's cool. Check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I did Throttle, which was like 99. We shot that up in the high desert.
Oh.
Did some shorts, did some music videos.
That's cool. How fun.
Yeah, it was music videos were really fun because that you really got a chance to be super creative, when the band and the director are like, well, this is kind of what we want, but run with it. I mean, and in a movie, it's very
narrow. You gotta do things, set, schedule, that sort of thing.
Exactly.
That's cool though, that you get to be a little bit more creative that way.
Oh, I did a little bit on a movie called Thank You, Good Night.
Oh, okay.
That was about a band or something. That was.
It sounds familiar, actually.
Came in the middle. I actually was an extra on Happy Texas.
Oh, cool.
And Never Been Kissed. So that was.
Is that the like rom-com?
Yeah, with Drew Barrymore.
Okay.
That's cool.
Fun. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun one. I didn't mind those. I didn't mind being extras. It's actually really kind of fun.
Yeah.
Did Blue Hill Avenue, which was another, oh man, that was an event of itself. Just the amount of locations and everything, it just kind of. So I don't know, probably five or six films in all.
That's cool.
One horror film. And like I said, my husband did a little more. He did Insidious.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The number 23, which is one of my
Is that the Jim Carrey one?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was one of my favorites.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, that was
That's
pretty
so
neat.
cool.
Yeah, so he's done a lot more horror than I have. But that one, yeah, Killjoy,
That's cool.
That was the first movie where I was like, we could go to Blockbuster and rent it.
Yes.
Let's go see the movie I worked on.
Yeah,
That's really
pretty
cool,
much.
though. Like, how many people can say that,
Yeah.
Around here, especially.
Yeah.
And I feel pretty fortunate because I grew up knowing that I wanted to be in entertainment, whether it was theater, film, or whatever. And I feel so fortunate that I actually can say that, before I was 30 years old, I got to actually do what I set out to do.
It's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm very thankful for that. I mean, it was all, low budget, small things, but, it didn't matter because it was, I learned something from all of them. And looking back now, like in the thick of it, 6 days, I mean, my God, what were we thinking?
Yeah.
But looking back on it now, it was, it really was fun.
Yeah.
It really was. Working with everybody, the cast, the crew, the whole experience was just, fun. And there's nothing like being stuck in a hole for 5 days, seeing no sunlight, and then emerging from this warehouse to the LA sun, on Easter. It was just like...
That's crazy.
Like, how many people have that story? Like, that is really good. That's so unique.
It was fun. Yeah, it was good. I'm super, super happy to have been involved with that.
Yeah. So kind of
awesome.
along with that is, I mean, since you were involved, I guess as a whole, like what are your thoughts on the final product of the film itself?
Well, I have to say, the first time I watched it in its entirety, I was like, wow, I did that.
Yeah.
That's neat. Yeah, you guys made a film.
Yeah. I was like, wow, I could go out in public and rent it. And I did that,
That's something to be proud of.
That is pretty cool.
And then, of course, as the years went on and talk about it with people, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. But then, you kind of go through these, waves of, wow, that was really awesome experience. And then it's like, oh my God, that was such a, oh my God, that was such a low budget thing. And then you're back up going, wow, that was, super cool that I got to, do this really neat thing. Especially with a company and a person that produces so many cult classics.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, that's a phenomenon in and of itself.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I think I think that my overall take on that though is that I'm happy that I worked on it and I'm glad to be associated with it. And like I said, you go through these waves, but at the end of the day, with what that production, I know it was Full Moon Entertainment. I don't think they're still
Full Moon. So we got the Cellar Dweller poster because they were, I don't know if they were liquidating or what they were doing, but they had an auction for a lot of their stuff. And this is an original poster that they made for Cellar Dweller.
Okay. Oh wow.
That's so cool. I don't know if like they're still going under Full Moon Entertainment or if they're doing something else.
I thought it was like Full Moon Features, Full Moon Entertainment. I don't remember.
Maybe that's what it is now.
Big something.
Because I know he had different ventures for a while. He had Moonbeam for children. That was his children's subsidiary. And then he had another one, and I don't remember what that one was called. I think he had an animation department as well.
I did not know that.
But like for me, one of my personal favorite movies is a full moon movie. But in my opinion, it's one that you may not guess is a full moon movie, and that's Castle Freak.
Oh, yeah.
With Jeffrey Combs.
Yes.
I love that movie. I mean, it's in the full moon spectrum, but it's not as kooky and hokey as some of the other ones. But yeah, I fucking love Castle Freak. So yeah, he's done, a bit of different types of movies too. So
you want to ask your question here that that was so funny?
So I was like, when I'm watching the movie, because I've actually only seen the first one, so I went and rewatched it because I seen it years ago. And the thing I wanted to ask you is, did you tell them to say "cuz" 700 times? Because they overuse it so much. I was just like, oh my gosh, like it stood out. Yeah, it stood out. But I was curious if that was your little spin.
No, I had nothing to do with dialogue, that's for sure. It's funny because you don't really notice it when you're shooting like this scene and then you're shooting this scene over here, and it's so broken up and fractured until it all comes together. And I think you really don't realize how it plays together once you get it all. Because when one of the first ones I did was Blink of an Eye, and it was a Hispanic Latino based coming of age story. And Holmes.
Oh yeah.
They say that and
kind of blood in, blood out. Yeah.
And it's crazy the amount of times that they say that, but you don't. I really think that you almost become blind to it when you're shooting, because you are shooting everything from, like, you're shooting this scene over here.
Yeah.
One day, or these scenes. They're all mismatched. It's not in chronological order.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you don't realize how many times they're back to back to back. That they say it, and it's that was one of the reasons that I wasn't too sad to leave the film industry. I did prefer theater, and there's a little more magic to theater, in my opinion.
Yeah,
yeah.
They say movie magic and all that stuff, but in my opinion, that just means that it's just made up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas
edited.
like on stage, it's like it's right there in front of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you mess up, you just got to keep going. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Just keep. Yep.
There's no blood in the shower. You can't fix that in production or post or whatever you call
it. Fix it in post.
Yep.
You cannot fix it in post. But that is probably my most heartbreaking thing and funniest thing at the same time. So.
Yeah. I appreciate you sharing that with us, because that's cool. Like, how many other people have this about Killjoy?
Yeah.
No. There's nothing out there.
And it's such it's got its own little space.
It really does. Like, I saw this one artist, and I'll try to post it later, but like, he included Killjoy in a group of clowns picture, and I'm like, whoa,
yeah.
It made an impact on somebody? That's cool.
That's
and of course it did. I mean, hell, I think the first time I ever saw Killjoy it was recommended to me from Brutal Moose. It's like another YouTuber. He reviewed the movie, and I was like, okay, I gotta check this thing out. I need to know what this is about. And so I watched it, and yeah, that was a movie.
It was a movie.
It was a movie.
It definitely was. Yeah.
I mean, if I were to give it a score, I'd probably, unfortunately, a little low. No offense. It just, I
didn't write it.
I know, but you worked on it, and that's important,
Yeah.
But like, I'd probably give it a 3.
Sure.
These movies have their shit-tastic charm.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of say that it has its space. There's things that I love and hate about these movies, but they definitely have their space. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's so low budget, so like obscure and kind of 6 days shot that it has its place in a certain type of people's hearts. I mean, to tell you that they made 5 more off the back of this tells you something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because it
made an impact.
And I think it's the likableness of actual Killjoy and the actor playing him, because that was I mean, as he's supposed to be the star, I think he no disrespect to anyone else that was in that movie, but he is on another level above all the others when he's playing Killjoy.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty apparent to anyone watching that movie. So I think that had he not played Killjoy and brought what he brought to the character, this movie would not be anywhere near where it got.
Right.
It would be a lot worse off than what it was. But I think the reason that it's gotten notoriety is, I'll say it, solely because of him.
Well, I told you, he was in character from the minute he got in the makeup chair to the minute he was out of makeup. He did not break character at all.
That's awesome.
I mean, he was the trickster. He was, even outside of scenes, you know, he fully embraced
his character.
What Killjoy was. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it really was. It was neat to see. It was, really, it was even as afraid of clowns as I am. It was kind of a breath of fresh air to see that on something that, a lot of people found, oh my God, I'm doing a 6-day.
Yeah.
Not him.
Yeah. Awesome.
I mean, he just ran.
I bet you he genuinely had fun with it.
He did.
Because you can kind of tell that he rolled with it. He had fun with it. And I think that like kind of transfers over on screen too.
Yeah. And to the crew. I mean, the crew appreciated it.
No.
I bet.
It just made it. It made it so much more fun to be there.
Yeah.
The fact that he was having so much fun.
Yeah.
And it just kind of permeated the whole production.
The sad thing is, though, like, Angel Vargas doesn't come back for any of the Killjoy sequels.
No.
And that's really sad. He apparently comes back as himself in the latest Killjoy movie, Terrify.
Oh.
His name's Angel in the movie. So.
Oh, really?
Huh.
Yep.
Wow.
So.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, kind of in closing, we like to kind of ask, what is a favorite horror movie, all-time favorite horror movie of yours? We'll put you on the spot.
So many. I am definitely a huge fan of all the cult classics. I mean, Leprechaun, forget about it. Jeepers Creepers. I mean, Children of the Corn.
You got one.
I guess one that you go back to the most often, like your comfort horror movie.
My comfort horror movie. Oh my God.
So
I love this.
Yeah.
No, I'm loving every second of it.
I would honestly. There's a couple fighting for one, but Amityville would probably
Ooh, all right.
Sure.
I like
be
that.
up there.
Yeah.
I know it inside and out, and it kind of is. I grew up with it.
Yeah.
Watched it as a kid. Probably shouldn't have.
Well, that's a lot of us in the horror community.
I mean, the storyline is absolutely just horribly scary.
Well, I love the fact that it combines my love of horror films and my love of true crime.
Yeah.
Right.
And I always, I guess that's the one that I researched the most, through the years. I read the book. I've watched the movies, all of them. I researched the family of the Defoes to see, did it really happen?
Yeah.
Did he just want to kill his family?
Right.
It was just one of those things that's still that question in my mind. So it kind of scratches 2 itches for me.
Sure.
And that's the true crime and the horror.
Yeah. Did you ever watch the Ryan Reynolds remake?
Yes.
I thought that was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I
did
was
a good
not
job.
mad about it.
Yeah, I that's one of those ones, and I was talking with my brother. Another one is Waxwork, where Paris gets it. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, that's another one where I'm like, it's not a bad remake.
It's not.
Yeah.
As much as I disliked
House of
growing
Wax.
up.
Yeah. What did I say?
Waxwork is a
Waxwork.
complete.
Oh, House of Wax. My bad.
House of Wax.
Yeah.
You're right.
I loved Waxworks because it had the Gremlins guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
I forget the guy.
Last House on the Left is a great.
No.
For me, the first Hills Have Eyes remake I thought was really great.
I can't get through it. I'm sorry.
It's a hard.
I'm assuming you're meaning the R scene.
I can't get through any of it.
You can't get any through. Okay.
The whole premise of the movie just makes my skin crawl.
Yeah.
And they've done a good job.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't make it through Hostel.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
There are some that I just are a little too They're
a little too real.
Yes.
The R scene in the Hills Have Eyes remake is intense. It makes me uncomfortable, and that's saying something. And the remake of the Hills Have Eyes R scene, that gets to me. That's pretty fucking brutal. Like as a man, it's like like it's a little too intense for me. I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember being like, do I want to fast forward this? Like, if the fact that it's even making me question it is kind of telling something. Yeah. So no, Amityville, great call on that one. Yeah, that's good.
That's my comfort.
Nice.
Or
oh, okay, awesome.
Oh yeah.
Let's just shoot you in your sleep. That's comforting you. I like it. I like it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, my kind of lady.
Well, we really do appreciate you being here. Thank you for making it out to be with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Please, y'all, go check out Everett's Treatery. It is the best food you're ever gonna have. It is amazing. Anytime I see it, gotta get myself your cookie. Your cookies are my favorite.
Yeah, it's for everybody, but especially the gluteners.
Yep.
The gluteners. We don't like the glutenies. Yeah, those little munchies. Make your way out there, because that is especially
the gluteners. That sounds like
the gluteners.
Horror movie.
Yeah.
Horror movie.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure I own something that's like it.
Munchies.
I was thinking the bleeders.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You do.
It's got the little blood on the cover and stuff. Anyway, I could ramble on. But yeah, the gluteners, make sure you check it out. They do not have cardboard style pizza. No. It's actually
delicious,
tasty.
Wonderful, soft. Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Well, we do appreciate having you here.
Yes,
We're not always able to get someone in person because we are small town USA.
You live in the middle of
I know. And so, yeah. Who would have thought that my loudmouth would stir up someone who was actually on Killjoy? And I don't know when you had even thought of Killjoy since I said that, or had you even encountered anyone out in the wild that has actually said Killjoy and been like, oh my gosh, I worked on that movie.
Right. No, and I think that's what caught my sister, got her attention. Because she was like, hey, do you know the guy in the Bigfoot mask?
Yeah.
That weird guy over there.
She's like, well, wait till he comes back around and I'll flag him over and, tell him that you worked on that movie. And I'm like, don't do that.
See, and I didn't even know it was through your sister at the time. Because did I come up and just talk to you?
You came up and you were just chatting.
Okay.
And then you went away again. And my sister was like, next time he comes around.
Yeah.
You gotta say something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. I was like, oh my God, please.
Yes, you have to.
And she's like, I'm gonna. I'm like, oh, do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Little did you know that I could nerd out on Killjoy.
Right.
No, I did not.
Sweet. Well, we do really appreciate it. And definitely with that being said, look out for each other and good night, cellar dwellers. Bye-bye.
Well, that was really
Get that blood in the shower. Right now.
God damn.
Don't make Charlie mad. Charlie don't want to be mad. Get him in the shower.
Wow.